It's really interesting. Jackie Hinman, who was the CEO of CH2M, mentioned something very interesting 2 years ago at an innovation meeting that I attended. She pointed out that the biggest existential threats to CH2M and to any AEC incumbent is that it might be disrupted by some way of reorganizing engineering and architectural talent that decentralizes it. And of course, everybody was watching what Uber was doing with the taxi industry at that time. Of all the technologies that have the potential for disruption in the AEC EPC space, we don't pay a lot of attention to blockchain because we think of it as just a data management technology, which is partly true. There's no question about that. The transparency, the open data structure, the consolidation of data is going to be a big boon for supply chain management of all kinds, not just consumer goods, but construction materials, intermodal transfer, and even human resources as well, skill sets. You can apply supply chain to skill sets in a novel way using blockchain technology. So, as I mentioned, we usually think of AI, virtual reality, drones. They're going to make us more efficient, but they're not going to have the power to reorient the very stuff that we are made of, which is people. Jacobs Engineering and AECOM and WSP, Arup, they are all professional services organizations. They rely on people. To the extent that talent is difficult to get, it's one of the biggest issues among design firms and the industry as a whole is the shortage of the right skill sets and qualified staff. So you have to look at the power of blockchain. It's not really about technology. It's about the incentivization of behavior changes in a gig economy. It may have more to do with management science and how people work just because of the way it reorients trust and payment. If you talk about it like a strategist, as a futurist, you got to get away just from this talk of consolidation as being your strategy. Yes, it's important, but that's really a ground level strategy. A higher level strategy is to understand that in an exponentially changing world, especially one in which blockchain is present and has the power to incentivize people to work in a different way, you got to look at it. Blockchain has the potential to reorganize engineering resources in a shared, disintermediated, distributed, and decentralized way. Our most precious resource, our human capital, will be able to cross new thresholds which identify how they get paid and how they interact economically.